One Soviet schoolgirl kept a diary. She wrote about boys, school, jealousy towards her sisters, and the political conversations she had at home. 5 years later, the Soviet secret police seized the diary, underlined her words in red pencil, and used it as evidence that she was preparing to kill Stalin. This is the story of Nina Lugovskaya. Nina was born in Moscow in 1918. Her father, an opponent of the Bolsheviks, was repeatedly arrested and exiled. Repression was part of her childhood. When Nina was just 13 years old, she wrote in her diary, "Today they made us march through the streets. I was furious and even more furious at my own helplessness. We walked over the cold, muddy ground in the dim, damp light of an autumn day, stamping our frozen feet and silently cursing Soviet rule with all its inventions and its boasting to foreigners. I firmly decided that I will not go to the demonstration. That thought restored a little of my wounded pride." 2 years later, after her father was punished again, she wrote, "For several days I lay in bed imagining how I would kill him. The dictator, the scoundrel who was mutilating Russia. How could it be that great Russia and the Russian people had fallen entirely into the hands of a single scoundrel?" Nina had no weapon and no plan, but in 1937 the NKVD seized the diaries and treated her private anger as evidence of a plot against Stalin. Nina was arrested at 18 years old and sent to Gulag for 5 years, followed by another 7 years in exile. Investigators also marked these words as evidence of a crime, I guess. To see all this injustice, deceit and cruelty, and to feel completely powerless. But what can be done? Will human beings never be entirely free? Is freedom only an illusion? The Soviet Union was a huge state that claimed to be the greatest place on earth, but it was frightened by the thoughts of a schoolgirl.